You are listening to Viewpoints from PlaceCloud. Cultural researchers tell stories of places from around the world. For the full multimedia experience and to support the creators you enjoy, visit placecloud.io.
In early 1784, Francis Lydia was convicted to transportation for a crime committed near this spot. But what did he do? And how did it involve the funeral trade? Lydia was accused of stealing from a hearse belonging to the undertaker John White. On the day in question, the hearse was returning from a funeral along the Haymarket when William Hunt, a member of the undertaker's staff, noticed that the doors of the hearse were moving. This was an unexpected development because Hunt believed that he had secured the doors with a cord. His concern would grow when a pair of legs appeared from the back of the hearse. Hunt described the moment in the trial. "I saw his legs just before they came to the ground. He was pulling at the feathers." Before anyone could stop the man, he fled, tripping briefly before ducking into nearby James Street, now called Orange Street, with plumes of ostrich feathers worth 20 shillings. The undertaker's men clambered down from the hearse and made chase, amid shouts of "Stop him! Stop, thief!" leaving only Dickens, the man responsible for looking after the feathers. By his own admission, Dickens was too old to get down quickly from the hearse. The thief, later identified as Francis Lydia, was stopped in James Street by John Gillis, a bystander who had joined the chase after hearing the calls of "Stop thief" on the Haymarket. In the darkness of the evening street, Gillis had caught Lydia and called out to the undertaker's men, "Here he is." Lydia's brief flight was over, and the ostrich plumes were recovered from the ground, from where they had been dropped. What of those plumes that Lydia took from the hearse? Plumes of ostrich feathers were an important part of the decoration in affluent funerals of the period. Available in black or white, the plumes of ostrich feathers adorned hearses, the heads of funeral horses, and also the long staves or poles carried by attendants in the procession. It was not uncommon for a featherman to be part of the procession. This man carried a tray or wire frame covered in plumes above his head. The display of feathers was a sign of the deceased's status and affluence. The ostrich feather was an expensive item in the period, still sourced from wild ostriches, and used as a fashionable accessory outside of the funeral business. It was perhaps this expense and the novel quality of the plumes which inspired Francis Lydia to snatch them on that fateful evening in December 1783.